Hello students, welcome to the Star Learners. Today we are going to learn about reflection of light on curved surface. So I hope you all are good and you are eagerly waiting to learn the concept of physics first lesson, reflection of light on curved surfaces class 10. So what actually we have are plane mirrors and curved mirrors. So if you see, plane mirrors are flat, concave and convex mirrors are curved mirrors, which we call them as part of spherical mirrors. So to understand this lesson, we are going to understand about materials. So if you see, we have three different materials, which is a transparent, translucent and opaque objects. Our chapter is related to reflection of light. Reflection. Question number 1. Are the images same for plane, concave and convex? So if you see a light ray which strike any opaque material, so we have seen materials like transparent, translucent and opaque objects. So if you read here, if any light ray strike opaque material, light as it does not allow to pass, it bounces back. So if you see this, you can see here that how the light ray bounces back. So this is due to light not being allowed to pass through the material. Such materials are known as opaque objects or opaque materials. So we have different other types of materials like opaque, transparent, translucent. So the behavior of the light varies. It means reflection and refraction. It varies due to the material on which the light is going to strike. So we have reflection, refraction, interference, diffraction and polarization, which we are going to learn in our further classes. So we have already learned reflection from class 7, class 8 and refraction in class 9. And we are going to learn in detail again what is reflection and what are the different types of surfaces. So especially in this chapter we are going to learn about plane and curved surfaces. So if you see, curved surfaces are of two types which are part of spherical surfaces. One is curved inwards and curved outwards. Curved inwards and curved outwards. If you see, this is a curve which is curved inwards and curved outwards. So caved in, wedged out. So if you see, depending on the reflecting surface, they are being named as concave and convex mirrors. They are being named as concave and convex mirrors depending on the surfaces, reflecting surface. If the reflecting surface is inward, then it is a concave mirror. And if the reflecting surface is outside, where the light ray gets reflected, such surface is known as convex surfaces. So when the light ray strike the inner part of this, it is going to reflect. So this is reflecting surface. The same way, this is bent outward, this is bent inward. So if you see, depending on the reflecting surface, what happens? Concave and convex mirrors. But what are mirrors actually known for? For image formation. If you see here, you can see a candle kept in front of a plane mirror formed an image. So even we stand in front of a mirror, any of these mirrors, we see images. But what are we going to learn here is what are those types of images which are formed? Are they same or different? Are the images same for the plane, concave and convex? So if you see, we have two different types of images. One is real image and virtual image. So depending on the reflecting surface, images are real and virtual. So what are those reflected rays? What are those reflected rays make them real and virtual? Let us try to understand. If you see here, this is the reflected ray. In the same way, when it comes to understanding about the rays, first we should know types of rays. So you can see here types of rays. So how many types of rays we have? Three types: parallel rays, convergent rays, and divergent rays. So if you see the rays which are parallel to each other, if the rays are parallel to each other, they are known as parallel rays. If you see the rays which are converging, then we call them as convergent rays. If the rays are diverging from a point, then we call them as divergent rays. So if the reflected rays after reflection meet at a point, those rays, due to convergence of real rays, we get a real image. So type of image is decided based on the reflected rays. How the rays are being reflected, based on them the image is being decided. Now when an image is possible to form by a mirror. So you can see here, for a concave mirror the rays are converged. For a convex mirror the rays are diverged. As the rays are converged, here where the rays meet, we get the image at the point of intersection. But if you see for a diverging mirror, the rays diverged but they don't meet. But we know that a diverging rays are always from a point of divergence. So if we extend them, they meet at a point. The point where they meet, there we are going to have a image. So what we can understand from this? We can understand that the intersection of or convergence is not possible by diverged rays. So these rays are extended back to form an image, which is a virtual image. So here real image is formed when the real rays meet, and virtual image is formed when virtual rays meet. So today what we have learnt, let us once again recall or recap. So we have seen what is reflection: a light ray when it strikes any opaque material, due to which a light cannot be allowed to pass through them, so it bounces back, which is known as reflection. We have different types of opaque materials: opaque, transparent and transparent materials, and the behavior of the light varies due to type of materials, and we call them as reflection, refraction, interference, refraction and polarization. And we have seen different types of surfaces like plane and curved surfaces, which obey the laws of reflection, which we have learned from our childhood in class 6 and class 7 and class 8. And let us come to the next is curved mirrors. They are curved inward, curved outward, which are part of spherical mirrors. And then depending on the reflecting surface, mirrors can form image. They might be either real or virtual image. So depending on the rays, we have seen that how an image is possible, whether by the parallel rays, converging rays, diverging rays. And finally we came to know that diverging rays can also form image, which we called as virtual image. And when an image is possible only when two or more reflected rays intersect. Only after the rays getting reflected or refracted in a chapter of refraction. Okay, so this is the recap, and now it's questions time. So what are the different types of questions we can able to answer from this topic is: when we get virtual and virtual or real images, or difference between real and virtual images, which mirror converges and diverges, or else we can draw them. What are the types of rays, how many different types of rays are there, and how to identify a mirror by touching. I hope you understood the concept of Star Learners program. In this program we have completed successfully part 1 of reflection of light on curved surfaces, and we are going to have the continuation of this as a part 2, where we are going to see clearly on image formation, because mirrors are specially known for formation of images. So I hope you answer these questions. To answer them, you can rewind the class, watch the video again and again, and try to answer these. You can share your views, comments. If you like our channel, subscribe and share with your friends. For notes, you can go to our description where we have our website starlearnerscareer.website2.me. You can able to download all the notes of class 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, including even IIT also possible. Apart from that, you will be getting quiz and bets. Try to answer and see your level of knowledge gained from our channel. Thank you very much. Keep on watching them, like them. Have a nice, great learning on our channel every day. Thank you.